So you wanna play cross duel, huh? Why does the camera look like this? I don't know. Goddamn. Okay. So you're probably wondering like what the heck is even cross duel? Like what is even that? Okay? Is it even good? And I'm here to tell you, yeah, okay, it is. It's good and it's fun, and I'm going to explain to you exactly why, okay? Okay, cross duel is not exactly normal Yu-Gi-Oh! It's if you're a fan of gacha, for example, Raid Shadow Legends, Summoner's War, Epic 7, Might and Magic, Elemental Guardians, what's that other one? Frick, I don't even remember. But yeah, you know the ones, right? Okay. This is essentially not quite like that. There's some mechanics that are like the normal gacha games, and then there's also the actual gameplay itself, which is kind of different. I've never played a game like it, so I can't. There's no other game I can compare it to. But let me show you while I explain it. Okay. So every day you get 3 tickets, which gives you bonus stuffs. It refreshes every day, so make sure you do that. Special summon. If a monster is special summoned, the effects that have when summoned in the condition do not activate. Wait, what? If a monster is special summoned, effects that have when summoned in the condition do not activate. What? Right? I never knew that! That's why Blue Eyes can't pop when you special summon it! What? That's ass! Okay. So essentially, it's a free-for-all for Battle City style, 1v1v1v1, okay? You can only have 1 copy of every card in your deck. So you're only allowed 1 Z Metal, 1 Vorse Raider, 1 Ram Clouder, 1 Cannon, 1 Wide Dragon Head, 1 Reinforcements. Okay, and they all have their own special effects, and they all have multiple effects. Okay, but you can only pick one, right? Each of them only get one, unless you specify one of your monsters to be called an ace, which is like your deck master. Every monster you only have 1 copy, including the spells and traps. They all have their own special effects. So essentially, this is where I compare it to like other gachas, where instead of thinking as the cards as actual playing cards, you're gonna think of them as like your monsters. Like if I compare it to Pokemon, essentially your Pokemon. Okay, it's your team. That's how I like to think about it. They all have their own unique effects, and they can all have multiple different effects. The way these lanes work is you each get 3 for 3 monsters and 3 spell and traps on the bottom. And you see that they're like the lanes are connecting. That essentially tells you where you're going to be attacking. So obviously if I summon right here, this monster is going to be able to battle this guy. In the middle, this guy is be able to battle the guy across from me. And this guy over here is going to be able to battle the guy to my right. And that's obviously how you inflict damage to everybody, is by attacking them directly. You don't inflict damage by destroying monsters by battle and by defense. The only way to inflict damage to an opponent is by a direct attack. Nice. Okay, so we got the card. So every ranked game starts with a card out in the middle. First person to get that card, well, obviously the first one to reach it gets the card. And that card is like one of the best cards in the game, so you kind of want to get it. So you can choose not to get it. You know, you can still win the game not getting it, but getting this card at the cost of potentially one of your monsters dying, gets you a really good card. How did he even do that? I got a boost. You got a boost that's bigger than mine? Damn, that's a waste of a reinforcements. And trap cards, you don't get to choose when trap cards activate. They activate on their own. So I'm not going to set it yet, because if I set it, it's going to activate on its own next turn. Okay, so here is an example of an ace monster. Since the animation's playing, that means that's that player's main monster. So like I said earlier, every monster only gets 1 skill. But if you set a monster as your ace, they can have up to 3 skills. And skills are like the most important thing in this game. Unless you're playing an Exodia strategy, which requires non-effects. Effects are like your bread and butter, and without them, you're going to get crushed. Swords of Real Light is going to stop, I think, this guy from advancing. Yeah, he can't move, can't deal any damage either. So the way monsters attack and defense work is that it's essentially their health. If 2 monsters in attack mode attack each other, obviously the guy with the higher attack wins, but it doesn't matter who wins or loses. Both monsters lose attack equal to the attack of the monster they're fighting. A monster with 1,000 attack and a monster with 1,100 attack, right? They fight each other. The monster with 1,100 attack is gonna win, but the monster with 1,100 attack is still gonna lose 1,000 attack points. Based on because the monster at battle has 1,000 attack points. So you have to think about the monster's health, attack and defense as their health. So every time it battles, they're going to be losing health and attack points. And the same goes with defense. If a monster's in defense and they battle, the guy with the higher defense is going to win, and the guy with the lower attack is going to die. But your monster is also going to lose defense. And I know I just said it, but even if you attack a monster with higher defense than your monster dies. It's not like normal Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like, if I attack a giant soldier of stone, while my monster's only 1,000 attack, then he's fucking dead. He's dead, kid. This guy has a skill where he switches defense monsters to attack. So this is fine. Let's see. Poisonous Winds can reduce this guy's attack by 800, and that Draconet. I think that Draconet has a skill where every battle phase, at the start of every battle phase, he gains 200 attack. So by the time he reaches me, he will be stronger than me. So I'm kind of thinking of using Poisonous Winds. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The way spell cards work in this game is you don't activate them during the main phase. You activate them as like quick effects during the battle phase. So right now is the battle phase. So this is the only time I can use my spell cards. Trap cards, you have to set them, and they're mandatory activations. So if I set this Ring of Destruction, let's say it was I don't know, reinforcements like I did earlier, right? Reinforcement says increases your monster attack by 400. So I set it. It becomes the battle phase. It's going to activate in the battle phase. So my monster is going to gain 400. I can't choose to activate it when I want. And it forcibly activates, which is kind of sucky. But I think Cross Duel is made that way so it can incentivize like a quicker and faster gameplay. Like, it would be better if I can activate whenever I want, but I can't do it, bro. This guy, this Z Metal Tank is a beast, so I'm actually gonna set it there. That's probably gonna give me problems in the future. Battle phase. Okay, so Blue Eyes has an effect where he pops any monster in the field, so he's most likely going to pop. Let's see. He's not. Okay, there's two Blue Eyes. Okay, so two monsters are gonna get popped. My monster's probably gonna get popped. So yeah, I was right. They pop my Z Metal Tank. So this, baby, bought my shit, bro. Bruh, I'm getting. Oh yeah, this is another thing about this game, is that people will gang up on you. Since it's a free for all, you'll have some games where two people or even all of them will like just straight up go for you and try to kill you. Or sometimes it's like two people will fight each other and then another two people will fight each other. Which also makes for a lot of strategy as well. For example, let's say this guy is in the lead. He's got 5,000 life points. Everyone else has 4,000, and one guy has 1,000, right? It might make sense to like work together as a team to make that first place guy not first place and deal damage, so someone else could potentially steal first place, and you cannot end up in last place. If there's one thing that I get popped, yeah, that's what you get. He also loses 1,000, so we're no longer in this guy's in last place. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, just don't become last place. So if you see yourself in last place, then if I were you, I'd probably help somebody out so they can deal more damage to somebody, so they go last place, and you could just steal third instead. He has a skill where he gets a random skill. My monsters get boosts. Silky Mimic, thank you for the follow, Silky. I'm not even streaming. It's so weird how I like still get notifications even though I'm like not even live. Okay, someone inflicted damage on me, but joke's on them. I already gained 200. The game either ends when anyone's life points is reduced to 0, or it gets to 8 turns. Let's say no one's gonna die, and you know the last turn's coming up. You can make a quick play and just deal damage to someone. As long as you have more life points than them, you'll have a better place than them. And also, it makes life points matter in this game. It doesn't matter if you even have 100 more life points. As long as you have 100 more life points than someone, you're going to beat them. Oh yeah, the way Synchro Summoning and Ritual Summoning and Link Summoning all work in this game, and XYZ Summoning, is all the same. You just tribute. You don't need tuners. You don't need anything specific. You just simply tribute. And if I could summon one of my monsters that give me life points, I could even steal game that way. instead of dealing damage, I could just have a monster in my deck where I summon in my game life points. When you kill a monster in defense, so like for example, this my monster is gonna do to this cat. If the monster, oh, it's 0 attack, never mind. Okay, the cat's gonna kill me. But let's say I was gonna kill the cat. Since it's in defense, normally I'd be able to kill that monster and also attack directly in the same turn. So basically 2 attacks when it comes to attacking directly. But since the monster's in defense, it doesn't allow you to kill a monster and attack directly. So, but if that cat was in attack mode, my magician would kill it and then attack directly. Putting your monsters in defense protects you from getting attacked twice. But there's a skill in the game where actually it lets you, even if the opponent's monster is in defense, you can attack them directly. Yeah, all 3 of us are going to end in a tie for 3rd place. This guy's dead last. You never want to be that guy. Don't be Mrs. Reno, okay? Let's say there was a monster attacking any of the guy to our left and right. We could potentially try to help them, help another player out. So even though they're going to get 1st place, that means one person is going to be not 4,000 life points anymore. So then it allows us to steal 2nd place instead of having to be in a tie for 3rd place, if that makes sense. So there is PvP, obviously. I think the highest rank is Plat. Because I'm in Gold. You get rewards, obviously, for ranking up. The rewards, they do suck. They should buff the rewards. But they obviously won't do that until more people play this game and download this game. So if you guys are thinking about it, download this game. We need better rewards. Tag Duels is essentially the campaign. It's not what it sounds like. It's just a campaign game mode. You can do it for more rewards. You can pick your Yu-Gi-Oh character from all the Yu-Gi-Oh shows if you like that kind of thing. Right now I have a use from 5Ds. It has everything: 5D, Zexals, GX, Modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Raids. Essentially, it's if you know what a raid is, it's just you guys. You could team up with your buddies. You can invite them, or just play with randoms and go against a raid boss for more rewards. I'm not gonna go over raids because it's pretty simple. It's essentially like the ranked game, except of us fighting each other. There's just a big boss in the middle of the screen that you guys are gonna fight. Okay, let's go over monster skills. These are all my cards. And remember, don't think of these as cards, but think of them as actual units, like your monsters you want to power up. So let me give you, like, for example, Blackluster Soldier. You get skill slots. The more skill slots you unlock, the more skills you can place on your monster. And these are all the skills that can be put on it. Like, look at it. That's a lot of skills. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 13, 15 skills. If your monster is set as your ace, they could have 3 skills active at a time. If they're not your ace, only 1 skill. So even though this guy has 15 skills, if he's not my ace, I pick 1 and I give him that skill. But if he's my ace, he can have up to 3. Also, here's the thing: if your monster is set as an ace, basically your deck master, you're guaranteed to draw it every duel in your first turn. So that mechanic is essentially your heart and soul of the deck. Because you're opening up your ace monster every duel, you're going to want to center your strategy around that card. These skills, these purple ones right here, there's 2 versions. They're called special skill and master skill. Don't make the same mistake I did and wasting materials leveling up a special skill into a master skill, because the only monsters that can have a master skill, even though it says they can unlock it, is your ace. So for example, let's say I have 2 monsters. One's an ace, one's not set as my ace. Let's say they both have a master skill. The only one who can get the master skill is the ace. If both of them have the master skill, obviously that sounds like that's so good, right? Because master skills are really good. Like, oh, I'm gonna have 2 monsters in my skill with master skills in my deck with master skills. No, only your ace monster. So choose wisely, save your materials, and only pick 1 monster to unlock their master skill at. Let me show you an example. Blue Eyes right here. I have both right here. His special skill and his master skill over here to the right. I leveled up both. And Blue Eyes is not my ace, because that's not the strat I'm going for. I made another monster my ace, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna equip Blue Eyes with a master skill where he has a pop any monster. But no, he's not my ace, so I have to pick just a special skill. So essentially, it's just an upgraded version of your monster's main skill. So these purple ones are your monster's unique skills. And all these other ones are like skills that are shared between a lot of monsters. So for example, there's a skill where when you summon hit your monster, it gains 200 attack. A lot of monsters have this skill. These specific number of skills and like specific skills is different between each monster, but it's a general composition of increase attack, decrease attack, give all your monsters attack, give all your monsters defense. Monster increases attack during every battle phase, recovers attack, recover defense, immune to destruction, immune to having its attack and defense changed, immune to having its position changed, which is really important in this game as well. So yeah. Oh, I got ravioli. Oh, she made ravioli for me. I forgot I told her to make it. Oh, I totally forgot. It's not live. I'm just recording a video. I'll just edit it out. And here's the thing I forgot to mention earlier. You can summon as many times as you want in a turn. As long as you got the hand in the space, you can keep summoning. Which means you can summon, and tribute summon as well. And make plays that way too. Oh my gosh, so good. But yeah, that's pretty much the game. Like, this game is definitely unique. It's definitely a breath of fresh air. It's a brand new format. If Yu-Gi-Oh is getting stale for you, this is the game for you. If you don't like it, like, it may look weird. Let me be honest. The first time I saw this game when it was announced, I looked at it and I was like, yo, this shit is ass, bro. This game looks so boring. I didn't even touch the beta. Did not give a damn. Until the global release a couple days ago, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. I don't want to be one of those people that say like, oh, something sucks, and like they didn't even try it. So I was like, you know what? Okay, let me give it a try, and let me tell you, I was hooked within the first 15 minutes. I was like, oh, this is. I know it looked boring watching it, but as soon as I started playing, I'm like, yo, this game is good. I can't believe I thought it was ass. It's a good thing I gave it a try. And I recommend you all to do the same. There's also people in my chat on Twitch, which I stream at every day. Twitch.tv/cityboyz. Yeah. I stream every day Yu-Gi-Oh games. Master Duel, Cross Duel, Duel Links. Sometimes Fortnite. There's people who were like making fun of me and laughing at me. And saying the game sucks. And I was like, okay, well, why'd you try it then? And they tried it, and some of them like it. Some of them just still haven't tried it. But the ones who did, they all started playing it. I don't remember anyone who was like, yeah, I tried it, but it wasn't my thing. Well, actually, there's maybe one. But most of them actually, like, they are, like, playing in my duel rooms. Which also reminds me, you can make duel rooms just like Master Duel and Duel Links. You can also invite your friends to raids. Yeah, invite them to raids, invite them to duel rooms. I think that's it. Remember to visit me on Twitch. www.twitch.tv/cityboyz. That's me. I hang. We're every day I'm streaming. Okay, every day come visit. We could just talk, even if it's not about Yu-Gi-Oh. We literally talk about anything and everything. See you guys later.